Get moving community, hello. All right, so today we're gonna do a short body weight core workout, all right? So some things you're gonna wanna have handy, a mat or some kind of comfortable carpeted surface that you can lay down on or that you can kneel on that's not gonna hurt your knees, okay? I've also got what's called a courageous ball, so I'm gonna use this today as one of my tools in our dead bug. The link to this ball is actually on the resource page in the app. You can also just use a pillow or something like that, okay? A pillow also, or something handy that's cushy for neck support would also be a good idea. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna warm up the body. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 minutes of 3 different movements, and then we're gonna drop to the floor and do 2 sets of 30 seconds on 3 different core exercises, okay? So this won't take long, just stay with me. You ready? So we're gonna set the timer for 2 minutes. Set timer 2 minutes. All right, so first movement, we're gonna work on high knees. So we're just marching in place essentially, but I do want you to try to pull your knees as high as you can while you're pulling in your core, okay? So we don't wanna just be loose and sloppy. We want some nice, good, intentional, core engaging movements, okay? We're strengthening our hip flexors here. We're strengthening our core, our abdominal muscles. We're getting the heart rate up a little bit, getting the blood pumping, okay? Warming up the body. Remember, it's all about movement, doing things we hadn't done before. You might be feeling this a little bit in your hips. I just want you to do your best to keep moving. If you need to stop, shake it out for a minute, that's fine, but go back into it. All right, we got less than a minute. You guys can do this. Just keep those knees high. I feel it too. Getting that heart rate up a little bit. I'm gonna work out after this, so this is kind of my warm-up. That being said, it is a good warm-up you could use for a gym session if you're lifting some weights. Actually makes a little more sense than just sitting on a bike for 5 minutes. Let's just keep those knees moving. Your butt's gonna burn, your hips are gonna burn. Whew. We got 10 seconds, guys. Keep those knees going. Crank some music if you need to. I got mine on in the background. All right, woo! Feeling that. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Reach up. And let's go down, get a little stretch, shift those hips side to side. Woo! All right, that'll wake you up. All right, next thing, 2 minutes. We're gonna do a side step. I'm gonna start the timer, and we're just gonna step side to side. Now, why do we do side to side stepping? Really, this is more for proprioception. What is proprioception? It is the way that we relate to the space around us. Proprioception breakdown or decline is one of the primary reasons that we lose balance as we age, okay? So we really want to be exposing the central nervous system and our bodies to different planes and ranges of motion so that we can keep those synapses sharp. So this is just a really easy thing that we can do to keep the heart rate elevating a little bit and to start to introduce what we call lateral movements. So let's just keep those legs moving. This one isn't as hard as the first one. So just keep moving. We got just under a minute. And we're doing 2 minutes each of these first 3 movements. If you want to make it even more fun, we can move those arms a little bit. So join me. Let's do some forward arm circles. Just keep those arms moving. Now that brain's really having to work. It's like, what are we doing? Are we rubbing the belly or patting the head? Just keep it moving. Let's go backwards now with those arms. Open up that chest. Keep those legs moving. Keep going. My guess is we got under 30 seconds. Just keep those circles going. Keep that breath going. Hopefully your breath's starting to come up a little bit. All right, woo! Another big stretch up. Let's take that arm across. Other side. All right, now the next one we're gonna do is a forward step and reach. For this one, you might wanna have a prop nearby so that you're not reaching all the way to the ground. Reaching all the way to the ground is full range of motion, but it can be a big stretch for people in their hamstrings and a little bit too much on your backs in the beginning. If it feels good to you, go with it. If not, use your prop. I'm gonna show you both. All right, this is also gonna challenge your balance a little bit, so just go slow and be gentle with yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the clock. I'm gonna show you full range of motion. We're gonna take a step forward. We're gonna touch right in front of our toe, keeping this foot engaged in the back, and then we're gonna alternate. If that's not available to you, we're gonna come up to our prop. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're only gonna touch that low, okay, or go that low. So step, touch your prop, touch your prop. Now make sure that you're giving yourself room to take a big enough step. Another thing that happens as we age is we start to take smaller steps in our life. So we wanna open that gate up, challenge those legs, challenge that pelvic floor, challenge those muscles to engage in a way that maybe they haven't in a while. Remember, we got 2 minutes of this. Okay, I'm gonna go back down to the floor. Move at your pace. Move at a pace that enables you to stay on your feet because we don't want you falling over. Less than a minute, guys, but let's keep going. By the time we're done, we've had 6 minutes of a good little elevated heart rate. Nothing extreme. Getting that blood flowing. Then we're gonna go down to the mat and do a couple sets of 3 different exercises just for 30 seconds in each position. All right, stay with me. We've got 15 seconds. You guys are doing great. All right. Woo! All right. Okay. We're gonna go down to the mat now. So use your prop if you need to go down. Okay, we don't need you to hurt yourself. We're gonna go ahead and grab our courageous ball or something squishy. So a pillow is great. We're gonna also put something underneath the head to support your neck. If you don't need that, that's fine. But I find a lot of people could use a little something under their head so they're not in too much extension, okay? All right, first thing we're gonna do is a dead bug. So we're gonna support the head. We're gonna bring one leg up. Then we're gonna bring that other leg up. Hips are at 90 degrees, knees are at 90 degrees, ankles are at 90 degrees, toes are pulled towards us. We have a neutral low back, okay? So nothing too arched, and we're not really trying to push it flat either. We're looking for that natural spine curve, okay? There is a tiny bit of lordosis in our low backs, and they're supposed to be like that. So we don't need to force it flat. Okay, now we're gonna take our squishy thing, put it between those knees, set timer 30 seconds. Okay, we're gonna squeeze that ball, squeeze that pillow, get those shoulders out of your ears, reach those fingertips, palms facing each other, reach those fingertips right up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna breathe. We don't wanna hold the breath. Squeeze that ball. Don't let your legs fall, okay? Keep that 90 degrees in the hip. Keep those abs engaged. You should feel this. We're almost there. It goes quick. Awesome. Just like that. Now, we're going to flip over. Careful of your shoulders. We're going to go into a bird dog. So what we're going to do is drive our left leg back. Right arm comes high. We're going to hold 30 seconds. We're going to lift that toe in the back, that left toe, just a couple inches off the ground. Try to hold this contralateral position for balance, okay? You might find it easy, you might find it very difficult. Either way, we're going to hold it 30 seconds. If it's hard, just remember, we only get better when we practice. That's all training's about, right? We're applying demands to the body so that it can adapt and get stronger. Okay, that was it. We're going to switch. Going to start that timer. Right leg goes back, left arm high, lift that toe. A couple inches off the ground, try to squeeze that right glute. Hold your core strong. Okay, try to keep a nice straight line, pelvis is square to the mat. Squeezing that glute. Just keep the breath moving. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Let's do a quick child's pose. And up. Now we're going to go into a modified low plank. So I want you to come down to your belly. We're going to put the elbows under the shoulders. I want you to bend your knees. Now this piece is important. We're going to tuck the pelvis. So watch me. As I tuck my pelvis, my body naturally lifts off the mat. And that's all you're going to do. Keep that pelvis tucked. And we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Pelvis tucked, that's how far you come up. You should feel this in your core and not your low back if you're doing it right. It's not a big lift. We just have that little pelvic tuck and we're holding. Elbows should be further back just a little bit than your shoulders, not out in front of you. Keep holding and rest. Good. All right, we're gonna go in reverse. Okay, so we're gonna go 30 seconds. We're gonna move right back to bird dog. Here we go. 30 seconds, right arm comes high, left leg goes behind us. You're gonna lift that toe a couple inches off the ground, squeeze that left glute. Holding strong in a contralateral position, which means opposite sides working together to create stability. So right now our right latissimus dorsi is working in unison with our left glute, along with our anterior or front side core to stabilize. Good, relax. We're gonna switch. Hitting the timer, left arm comes high, right leg back, lift that toe. Couple inches off the ground, squeeze that right glute, reach that left arm. Strong in your right side front core. Find that strength in your body. Get moving is all about getting stronger, guys. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Coming to believe that we can do things that we didn't think we could do. So just keep coming back to the practice. All right, we're gonna drop down into our modified plank again, and then we'll finish with dead bug. So here we go, 30 seconds. We're gonna drop to the belly. Tuck your pelvis. Those knees should drag forward a little bit, pushing up through those arms, and just squeezing, really bracing the core. So we don't wanna let the back fall, okay? Keep your hips up. Keep your glutes engaged, keep your abs engaged, pull those elbows towards your hips. Lock it in. And that's it, nice. You guys are doing great, we're almost done, stay with me. All right, so we're gonna go back to our dead bug. Finish here. Okay. Oxygen break. Okay, so again, legs up, Ball goes or pillow goes between the knees. We're going to start our timer. We're going to reach those fingertips towards the ceiling. Palms face each other. Remember, we want a neutral spine, not a flat back, not an arched back. Neutral spine. Abs are braced. What does that mean? Best description I can think of is if you were to cough, that feeling that you get when you cough, the bracing that happens naturally, and why your ribs get so sore when you're sick, that's what we're looking for. And relax. Good job, guys. All right, so we're just gonna release the low back. You're gonna take those feet, place them solid on the ground, palms are up, stretched out to a T, and we're just gonna rock those knees side to side a few times. So we're just releasing the low back here, guys. All right, let's pull one knee up. Let's let that other leg go out straight. Just take a few deep breaths here. If it's available to you, you can let that leg drop out. And stretch through those inner thighs. Let your left leg elongate. Pull your knee in. Pull your other leg up before you drive the other one out straight. We want to protect that low back. You can pull both knees in, or you can open that hip. Just keep breathing, guys. You did great. All right, if it's available to you, I want you to bring both knees up. You can put your hands on top or underneath. We're gonna rock ourselves up to seated position. Nice job, guys. All right, we're gonna finish with just a forward fold for a few seconds here, okay? So just legs outstretched. Pull those toes towards you the best you can. Just let your head hang. Be proud of yourself for showing up. Didn't take too long. You've now done something today to be proud of. You did something just for you, just for your health. All right, guys, don't forget to track in your app, and we'll see you next time.